We're ripping some retail in this one. We're breaking 2 retail blasters and 1 retail tin of 25-26 Upper Deck Series 1 hockey cards. What's up, everybody? Royal Turtle here. Thank you so much for joining me. It's time for us to check out the retail offering of 2025-26 Upper Deck Series 1 hockey cards featuring Connor McDavid on the cover. This was released November 5th, 2025. And what I like about retail is it offers collectors a more affordable way to experience the first release of Upper Deck's flagship hockey card set for the product year. And of course, chase one of the most sought after rookie card sets of the year, the Young Guns. So on the channel, we've already cracked 4 hobby boxes of Upper Deck Series 1. I'll throw a link to that playlist somewhere on screen so you can check it out if you're interested. But today, I'm very excited to check out the retail offering of this product, see what differs in it from our hobby experience, and see what kind of value and breaking experience it can provide here. So on deck today for your viewing pleasure, what we have selected are 2 Series 1 retail blaster boxes and 1 retail Series 1 tin. So we're going to jump into a quick product breakdown of these products and just see what we can expect. All right, so one of the things that I really enjoy about retail is that we can expect a little bit of bonus content in these products. So jumping into our product breakdown for our blaster box, we have 4 packs per box with 12 cards per pack, and we could expect a green Dazzlers card, 1 per box falling, and per blaster box we can expect at least 1 Young Guns rookie card per box. Now in the past, when I was cracking Series 1 for 24-25, I got pretty lucky. I think I mostly beat the odds and pulled 2 on pretty much every one of these I've opened, so I'm really curious to see if that's the same here. See if it's that classic under promise over deliver kind of situation, but we'll see about that. In terms of our tin, there we go. We have Connor McDavid on the cover in a beautiful collector tin, which is a really nice gift actually if you're looking to support the collector in your life in the holiday season. But what we can expect here is at least 3 Young Guns and a bonus Dazzlers pack. So that's a 3-card pack containing Dazzlers players, and again 3 guaranteed Young Guns per tin. I'm just trying to find the pack out here. Oh, there it is. So it is 12 cards per pack with 9 total packs per tin. So again, 8 of those will be Retail Series 1, and then 1 of them will be a Dazzlers bonus pack. So that's it for our product breakdown. Now there are some key differences to be aware of when you're comparing retail to hobby, and that's the hit rates for something like Young Guns are a little bit different. So for retail, we have Young Guns falling 1 in every 3 packs, whereas in hobby we have them 1 in every 2 packs. Also, most of the serial numbered inserts are unavailable in retail, and in general for kind of the more harder to hit inserts, the hit rates are much harder in retail. So things like outbursts are much harder to hit. We're not guaranteed any outbursts or anything like that, but it's something to keep in mind if you're chasing the base Young Gun set. I really do feel retail is a good option. I'll probably put out a video at some point to kind of go through what I think are the best products for flagship, what you should buy in terms of Young Guns if you're looking to build that set. And that's, of course, what I'm personally looking for, as I'm looking to continue building my Young Gun set. In our last hobby box break, we hit the big fish, Ivan Demidov of the Montreal Canadiens, but we're still missing a lot of big names and other cards from the set. So I'll throw up the list of our Young Guns tracker on the screen with the top names that we're chasing in bold and the cards that we've already hit highlighted. So some of the notables that we're still chasing that you can see: Blackhawks defenseman Artyom Levshunov and Sam Rinzel, Blues forwards Dalibor Dvorsky and Jimmy Snuggerud, Capitals forward Ryan Leonard, and then Predators winger Joakim Kemmel. I know he's been sent down to the AHL since then, but he's still a player that I think can be an impact player in the NHL. So yeah, let's hope one or more of those players is in these retail products, and we can pull some nice base Young Guns and maybe some other nice hits along the way. But I think that does it for the talking. So there's still lots to chase. I'm excited to rip this one, continue to build up my set, but let's get down to business and let's see what these retail products have in store for us. All right, so let's kick off this break. We're actually going to start with our blaster boxes, save the big tin for last. So let's see what we can do here and get set up. So we're going to start with this blaster box right here. Again, we have 4 cards per pack, or excuse me, 4 packs per box with 12 cards per pack. All right. And it is open. All right, so there we go. Here are our 4 packs. Upper Deck Series 1 Retail 25-26. Blaster Box 1, Pack 1. All right, we're starting off with Artyom Levshunov of the Ottawa Senators. We have a Tage Thompson OPC Glossy. I believe these are also exclusive to the Blaster, which is cool. We have a Tracking Systems Stuart Skinner of the Edmonton Oilers. And a Compositions Connor Bedard of the Chicago Blackhawks, currently tearing up the NHL. I believe he's second in points for the league, which is crazy. He's breaking out 2 years after his rookie season. Blaster 1, Pack 2. Starting off with Ben Chiro of the Detroit Red Wings. We have a Bustle of Tyler Bertuzzi of the Chicago Blackhawks, and behind him we have a Ryan Suzuki Young Guns of the Carolina Hurricanes. So that'll be our Young Gun for this box. And we have a Cup Quest Adrian Kempe of the Los Angeles Kings. Blaster 1, Pack 3. So again, we're only guaranteed 1 Young Gun per box. We'll see if we can beat those odds. But we've already hit at least 1, so let's see what we can get here. Starting off with Artemi Panarin of the New York Rangers. We have an Encore of Quentin Byfield of the Los Angeles Kings. We have a UD Canvas Clayton Keller. And a UD Portraits Ransom Note version of Wyatt Johnson of the Dallas Stars. 4th and final pack, Blaster Box 1, Upper Deck Series 1 Retail 25-26. Starting off with Jake McCabe of the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have an OPC Glossy of Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs, sporting the, I think that's the reverse retro, or is that just the third? Anyway, it's a nice, neat jersey. We have our Green Dazzler of William Eklund of the San Jose Sharks. And we have a Tracking Systems Jordan Binnington. And this is actually a 4-hit pack, which is interesting. Normally these fall to 3, but we have a Young Guns of Dominic Shine of the Detroit Red Wings. So there we go. We beat our odds. We hit our 2 Young Guns here. That's 1 more than we were guaranteed, so that's a win in my book. Okay, jumping on to our second blaster box of 2025 Upper Deck Series 1 Retail. First one is not too bad. We beat our odds, which is pretty much the best you could hope for there. Nothing, no crazy names or anything, but, you know, we're building that set. There are 4 packs. Blaster Box 2, Pack 1. Starting off with Nick Suzuki of the Montreal Canadiens. We have an OPC Glossy of Ryan Leonard of the Washington Capitals. We have a Speckled Compositions of Matthew Tkachuk of the Florida Panthers. We have a Sizzle Reel of Connor McDavid, the cover man himself. Very nice. Blaster 2, Pack 2. Starting out with Tyler Bertuzzi of the Chicago Blackhawks. We have a Sizzle Reel of Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche. We have a UD Portraits of Patrick Laine of the Montreal Canadiens. And behind our Cale Makar, looks like we have a Young Guns, and it is Matthew Robertson of the New York Rangers. There we go, so that's our first Young Gun for this box. See if we can beat the odds and hit another one. Blaster 2, Pack 3. Starting off with Colton Sissons of the Nashville Predators. We have a Speckled Bustle of Lane Hudson of the Montreal Canadiens. Not bad. Encore Vince Dunn of the Seattle Kraken. And a Compositions of Jake Gensel of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Last pack, Blaster Box 2, Upper Deck Series 1, Retail 25-26. Starting off with Nathan MacKinnon of the Colorado Avalanche. We have an OPC Glossy Gold of Artyom Levshunov of the Chicago Blackhawks. I don't believe these are numbered, but nice. That's a gold hit. We'll take it. We have a Green Dazzler of Artyom Levshunov. That's our Blaster exclusive. And behind him, we have a Tracking Systems of Thatcher Demko. And let's see if we have a young gun behind him. We do, and it is Skylar Brindamore of the Carolina Hurricanes. So it seems like the last pack of these is a 4-hit pack, and so far we're 2 for 2 on beating our young gun odds, so that's great. Again, I do find these blasters typically deliver on that, so it's one of those classic under promise over deliver kind of situations that probably makes a lot of collectors feel good about it. I feel good about it, so you know what, I'm not upset that they do that. All right, so last up, but certainly not least, is our retail tin of 25-26 Upper Deck Series 1 hockey cards. So again, we have 9 total packs per tin. And of course, 8 of those packs are Upper Deck Series 1 retail packs. And that additional pack is a 3-card Dazzlers bonus pack. All right, so let's break into this puppy. And it is officially open. All right, so there you go. There's our nice collector's tin. Again, this makes a really nice gift for a collector in your life if you're looking for something there. Inside here, we have 2 different rows. This is our exclusive 3-card Dazzler bonus pack. I think we're going to save that to the end of the break. Let's hope there's a Dazzler's Black in there. I think those are pretty tough to hit, and they're pretty nice. And here are 8 packs of Upper Deck Series 1 retail. All right, so we'll do 2 piles of 4. And here we go. Retail tin, Upper Deck Series 1, 25-26 hockey, pack 1. Starting off with Matthias Ekholm of the Edmonton Oilers. Right off the bat, we have an OPC Glossy Gold of Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators. Not a bad start. We have an Encore Sebastian Aho of the Carolina Hurricanes. And we have a Tracking Systems Linus Ullmark of the Ottawa Senators. All right, pack 2. Again, we should be guaranteed 3 young guns in this box. Starting off with Jake McCabe of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, we skipped ahead a little bit there, but we have a Bustle of Kiefer Sherwood of the Vancouver Canucks. And behind him, we have a Young Guns of Oliver Moore of the Chicago Blackhawks. Not bad. We have a UD Portraits of Moritz Seider of the Detroit Red Wings. And Oliver Moore is another new Young Gun. So far we've only hit new Young Guns that we are looking for in this break. So that's pretty cool to see. Pack 3. Starting off with Dylan Strome of the Washington Capitals. We have a UD Canvas of Clayton Keller. So we already hit him in one of our previous blasters, so that's unfortunate. But UD Canvas Clayton Keller. We have an OPC Glossy of Jonathan Huberdeau of the Calgary Flames. And we have a Compositions of Marco Rossi of the Minnesota Wild. Pack 4. Starting off with Barclay Goodrow of the San Jose Sharks. We have an Encore of Thatcher Demko of the Vancouver Canucks. We have a Tracking Systems of Samuel Montembeault of the Montreal Canadiens. And it looks like we have a young gun behind him. Who are we looking at here? Looks like Blackhawks. This could be one of the big names. And it is. We have Artyom Levshunov. So one of the big names that we were looking for. Nice hit there of the Chicago Blackhawks defenseman. Pretty good quality looking card too. That is a nice hit for us. Very, very nice. So far this tin is delivering. Pack number 5. Starting off with Quentin Byfield of the Los Angeles Kings. We have an OPC Glossy of Gabe Perreault of the New York Rangers. We have a Compadres Philip Forsberg and Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators. And we have a goal-oriented of Artemi Panarin of the New York Rangers. Pack 6. Starting off with Sergei Bobrovsky of the Florida Panthers. Oh wow, we hit an outburst. So these are pretty tough to hit. Maybe I'll throw the odds on screen there. But we have a silver outburst, Yuri Kulik of the Buffalo Sabres. Pretty nice hit there. We have a encore of Jordan Kyrou of the St. Louis Blues. And we have a sizzle reel of David Pastrnak of the Boston Bruins. 2 packs left. Should be expecting at least one more Young Gun. So this is pack number 7. Starting off with Artem Zub of the Ottawa Senators. We have an OPC Glossy of Zayne Parekh of the Calgary Flames. We have a sizzle reel of Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers. No, it doesn't look like we have a Young Gun in this one. So we have a compositions of Dylan Larkin to end off that pack. All right, so it doesn't look like we're going to be beating the odds on this one, but there should be a Young Gun in here. So let's see if we can add someone big. Yeah, pretty big name already with Artyom Levshunov, so not expecting too much, but let's see what we got. Starting off with Seth Jarvis of the Carolina Hurricanes. Ooh, that's a nice one. So we have a Young Guns canvas of Justin Robida of the Carolina Hurricanes. Nice. And behind him we have another Young Guns. It's a left winger for the Detroit Red Wings. So this is the first one that we've already have a copy of. So this is Carter Mazur of the Detroit Red Wings. Our third and final Young Gun. And we have a Cup Quest of Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets. Alright, so now let's check out this 3-card exclusive Dazzlers bonus pack. So you can see collect exclusive orange, red, and black versions of all 50 players. Black, I think, is the hardest to hit. So yeah, let's see what we got in here. Cale Makar is featured on this pack. Starting off with a Dazzlers orange of Matthew Barzal of the New York Islanders. Looks like we have 3 oranges in here. We have Logan Cooley of the Utah Mammoth. And finally, we have Thomas Harley of the Dallas Stars. All right, so that'll wrap it for our 25-26 Upper Deck Series 1 retail products today. Pretty good break. I'm pretty happy with the Young Guns we hit. A lot of new ones, only one dupe. We're definitely in dupe territory here, but we did knock off one of the big names in Artyom Levshunov, and we got some other nice cards, saw some exclusives, hit a canvas Young Gun, which is always nice to see. So yeah, lots of nice hits here. I really hope you enjoyed the break. If so, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to drop me a line in the comments. But now it's time to name our 3 stars of the break. That is our top 3 hits. So let me get organized here and we will name those hits. Back in a second. Alright, so we're back and we're ready to name our top 3 hits of this break. So we're going to start off with some honorable mentions. So for our honorable mentions, we're going to have our OPC Glossy Gold, Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators, and rookie Artyom Levshunov of the Chicago Blackhawks. Always nice to see. Those are a bit of a tough hit, so happy to have those. For our number 3 hit, we're going to go with our Silver Outburst, Yuri Kulik. Bit of a harder hit for retail products, so I was excited to see it. That's going to be a solid number 3 hit. For our number 2 hit, again, something that's quite a bit harder to hit in retail is our Canvas Young Gun. In this case, Justin Robida of the Carolina Hurricanes. That's going to be our number 2 hit. And for our number 1, it's going to be our biggest name Young Gun that we pulled, Artyom Levshunov, one of the top of the class for this product. Very excited to hit him, knock him off the list. He is 201, so he is the very first Young Guns in this set. So very happy to hit that one. And those are our top 3 hits, or our 3 stars for this break. So yeah, that'll do it for me. Royal Turtle signing off. Thank you so much for ripping with me. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.